when you talk about the invite process, there's really 3 steps to a successful invite. I'm going to break each one of these down. The first one, ladies and gentlemen, is just be in a hurry. Don't be nonchalant. Don't be casual. They say if you're casual, you become a casualty. You don't want to be a casualty in this business, so be in a hurry. Success likes speed. Failure likes being slow, right? So when you're getting on the phone, understand that it is money-making time. What do I mean by that? This is not a social time. This is not for you to play catch up and find out how, the dog is doing or how your great cousin is doing. This is not the time for that. There's another conversation for that. This is not time for you to catch up. So again, remember that objective is for you to get a decision. You get a decision. And when I say be hurry, I'm talking about you should be on the phone with each person that you're doing an invite with 60, 70, 75 seconds at most. So you should be quick and in a hurry, 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 just like that. And here's the deal. When you're in a hurry and when you have posture, you're just going through the numbers. You're just dialing for dollars. Here's the unfortunate thing, and this goes back to posture as well. The unfortunate thing is if people don't create a big list, they can never have the posture. What if you only had a list of 5 people? How's your posture? You're not going to be able to get on that phone and call that person from a point of strength. You're going to call that person from a point of weakness because now you need those 5 people to get in the business, right? What if you had a list of 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 1,000 people on your list? Now, when you're on that phone, guess what? You're talking to them from a point of strength. You're talking to them from a point of strength because now, guess what? You're not really worried about the yes or the no. You're just worried about the decision. You're collecting a decision. You are a professional decision collector. So now, when you're going through the process of being in a hurry, what I like to do is I create scripts. Some of you all have diamonds in the company. They've got their own scripts. Find out if your diamond has a script, right? I'm going to give you some things tonight that I think work, right? So here it is. Work from a script. Work from a script. Now, some people say, well, Emmanuel, I don't like using scripts. I don't like using scripts. Have you heard that one before? Have you said that one before? Most people say that. Why? Because they think scripts sound salesy. We have a technology here. We have a platform here that requires no sales, success without selling. Here's the deal. The reason why I still put together scripts is because scripts make you money. You just have to throw your own personality into it. You have to throw your own level of excitement into it, right? You have to put together your own script or use somebody else's script, get in the mirror, role play it a few times with you so that you feel comfortable and you throw your own personality into it. Scripts will make you millions. Scripts will make you a millionaire. You say, how is that, Emmanuel? Well, think about this. If scripts weren't good, then go tell Denzel Washington that. Go tell Jennifer Lopez that. Go tell Halle Berry that. Go tell Will Smith that. Go tell whoever your favorite actor or actress is. Scripts will make you become a millionaire. You don't believe me? Ask one of them. That's how they became a millionaire. They took someone's script. Somebody gave them a script. They read it, got in the mirror, said it, they read it again, got in the mirror, said it, read it again, got in the mirror, said it, tweaked a few things, threw their personality into it, and then all of a sudden they filmed the movie and they memorized the script. They memorized the script and said it in the camera, and you bought the ticket. And that's how they became a millionaire. We have the same process here, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it from this standpoint. We are high-paid actors and actresses. Your job is to what? Put together something in your own writing for your own script, or use something that your diamonds and your elite diamonds have as the script to use, because why? It's designed to make you money. And they're not going to give you something that doesn't make you money, because if it doesn't make you money, it doesn't make them money. The producer's not going to give Denzel Washington something that's not going to make him money, because if Denzel Washington doesn't make the money, the producer doesn't make the money. Right? Think about that. So put together your professional script, memorize it, and use it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until the job gets done. That's all you have to do. Success is predictable. It's predictable to those that have mastered the inviting process. It's predictable to those that have repeated the process over and over and over and over again. Remember, I said repetition is the mother of success. Repetition is the mother of skill. Do it long enough, wrong enough, until you become good at it. That's all it is. So let's talk about a few things as far as how to be in a hurry. You can jot these down. Whenever I get on the phone, I might call my friend, right? Or I might call a relative, or I might even call somebody that I look up to. I don't care who it is that I call, I'm always in a hurry. So you can say, hey, Tony, listen, how you doing, man? Great. Listen, I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm on my way to a meeting. That's all you have to say. I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm about to walk into a meeting. So write that down on your paper. That's one way of how to do this. I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm about to walk into a meeting. I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm about to walk into a meeting. I'm about to walk into a meeting. I don't have a whole lot of time. However you want to say it, guess what? That sets the tone. That sets the tone. Listen, Tony, I'm about to walk into the meeting, so I don't have a whole lot of time. Tony, I'm about to walk into a meeting, so I'm about to, I don't have a whole lot of time. Tony, listen, I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm about to walk into a meeting. You can't mess it up. Whether you say it the first way, whether you say it the second way, you can't mess it up. What it does is it sets the tone for the call. It sets the tone for the call. What else could you say? Hey, Kelly, listen, I just only got just a quick second. I'm about to rush out the door, so I don't have a whole lot of time. Hey, Kelly, listen, I'm about to rush out the door. I don't have a whole lot of time. Hey, Kelly, listen, I don't have a whole lot of time because I'm about to rush out of the door, but I've got a quick question for you. This is how you sound like you're in a hurry. Joseph, listen, hey man, great to catch up with you. Listen, I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm about to jump on a conference call. But, hey, Joseph, listen, I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm about to jump on a conference call, but got a quick question for you. Hey, Joseph, listen, got a quick question for you. I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm about to jump on a conference call, but, so it just sets the tone of the call. Hey, William, guess what? Listen, man, I don't have a whole lot of time. Listen, I'm in a hurry, but listen, I got to jump on a Zoom call in the next 5 minutes. But I got a quick question for you. Hey, William, listen, I got a quick question for you, man. I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm about to jump on a Zoom webinar. But I got a quick question for you. So you always want to be in a hurry. So I'm about to get on a Zoom call. I'm about to jump on a conference call. I'm about to walk out the door. I'm about to walk into a meeting. I'm waiting on a phone call. Those are my 5 hurry tips. I'm waiting on a phone call. I'm about to walk into a meeting. I'm running out the door. I'm about to jump on a conference call. I'm about to jump on a webinar. Those are my 5 in a hurry phrases. Why do I use those? Well, the reason why I use those, ladies and gentlemen, is simply put, it sets the tone. And if I don't use these, what happens is now it takes the whole call to what I call is the scenario of disaster. The scenario of disaster. What's the scenario of a disaster? Or you can even call it the point of no return. Scenario of disaster is now they start talking about the baby and what the baby's been doing, because I never set the tone. Point of no return. You want to know what the point of no return is? And I'm sure all of y'all have gotten this. Point of no return is because you didn't use the hurry process. Now they start asking you questions. And once they start asking you questions, you have now landed in the land of a point of no return, because you never set the invite up the correct way. So master being in a hurry. Master being in a hurry. Let's go to the next part. Let's talk about creating value or showing value. Showing value. Remember, you've got to understand what your value is, and you got to understand what the company's value is. Never in the history of direct sales has this ever been done. Thank you, Mr. Holton Buggs. Thank you for Mr. Edwin Haynes and all the executives that's a part of this, because they have put together something that is about to revolutionize the entire world. Never before have you had a platform like this that uses an Uber technology, that actually has an Amazon philosophy that's been put together in one company. Usually you don't see opportunities like this until it's 10 years down the road and there is no opportunity, right? So you have to understand your value. You have to understand the value of what you have in the palm of your hands. This is Uber and Amazon times 1,000. So you've got to be able to portray that when you're on the phone talking to somebody. Always show value. Always elevate your opportunity. That way they can't put your opportunity down. So when you talk about showing value, now you have to get on the phone and you have to, again, here's another part of your script. What is your elevator pitch? What is your phrase that pays? Get with your upline diamonds. They may have one that works with them. Find out from them. I'm going to give you what works, what duplicates, because you may have something that works, but if it doesn't duplicate, it doesn't matter. So we always want to put you in position to have you have something that works and duplicates at the same time. Remember, I said this is all about your packaging. It's all about your packaging. You know, when you look at, I don't know if you all eat steaks or not, but when you look at going to a high-end steak restaurant and you order that #1 filet mignon, or you order the most, talked about ribeye, or whatever the case may be, which one is better? The sizzle when they bring it out on the plate, or the taste? Which one is it? Think about that. The last time you had a steak, or the last time you had whatever, even fajitas, that's why they bring it to you on the sizzle. They bring it to you on that hot plate because they want that sizzle in your mind. I'm about to tear this up. That's what you're saying to yourself, right? When they bring that steak out, it's sizzling. You can smell the butter. You can smell the flavor. You can smell the seasoning, right? You can hear the crackling. Then when you finally cut in it, you put it in your mouth and you're like, smell the steak. You remember the sizzle. You don't remember the steak. That's the value added benefit. So what is your value added benefit when you're talking on the phone? What is your script? So one thing that I like to use is, I've got a quick question for you. Knowing what you know about Uber or even Amazon, if you can go back 10 years ago and have been the first one to know about it and invested in it, do you think that would have been a smart decision for you and your family? Prospect says, yeah, I think that would have been a smart decision, Emmanuel. Say, well, you know what? I think I got my hand on something that's bigger than Uber and Facebook combined. Think about that. I put that value up there so high. That person now is salivating, just like they are when they see that sizzle or hear that sizzle. They're salivating, can't wait to bite into the steak. But they can feel my passion. They can feel my excitement. They can feel my value that I've put on this opportunity. Listen, we're about to have a conference call tonight, a Zoom call at 6 p.m. What are you doing tonight at 6 p.m. that can put another 6 figures in your bank account before the end of the year? Prospect says nothing. Say, well, great. I can't guarantee you anything, Henry, but I'll do this. I've got about 10 other people that I'm about to invite on this call. I have a limited space of lines, and I'm working with some very successful people that are going to be on this line tonight talking about what I have my hands on. I need a yes or no right now. Can you be on this call? If so, I'm going to give you the ID code to get on. Henry says, yeah, what's the code? I'll be on there. Thanks for calling me. And then guess what? I don't stop there. Remember, I'm in control of the call. So I like to gap people. Write this in your notes. G-A-P. I like to gap people. You say, Emmanuel, what's gap? You tell the prospect, grab a pen. Because you are the one that's got the golden nugget. You're the one that's got the value proposition, your unique sales proposition, your USP. You got it, not them. So you gap them. Grab a pen and you give them the code. And listen, after you give them the code, here's what you tell them before you close the call. Listen, jump on the call at about 5:55, because I can't guarantee you that you're even going to get a space on the line. But when you get on there, I want you to text me and let me know that you're on. That way, I'll make sure that you and I talk afterwards. That's all you have to do. So there's several approaches that you can use to create that value. But remember, you got to create that script, your phrase, that page, your elevator pitch. Hey, Henry, listen, I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm about to run into a meeting, but I got a quick question for you. Henry says, what? Listen, man, know what you know about Uber. Know what you know about Amazon. If you could have invested in any one of those companies and been the first one to do it 10 years ago, 15 years ago, do you think that would have been a smart decision for you and your family? Henry says, yeah. Say, great. Well, I think I've got my hands on something that's even way bigger than those two companies combined. Can't guarantee you anything, but listen, what are you doing right now tonight at 6 p.m. that's going to put another 6 figures in your pocket before the end of the year? Henry says, well, nothing. Well, great. I can't guarantee you anything, like I said just a minute ago, but listen, if I gave you the code, Can you be on that line? Yes or no? Because I need to know, because I got 10 other people waiting for me to give them this code. Henry says, well, tell me more about it. Listen, Henry, I told you again, there's going to be people on the call that are going to be explaining what I got my hands on. Matter of fact, if I tried to explain it to you, I would really mess it all up. So can you be on this call? Yes or no? Henry says, well, I need to know more. So I tell you what, right now, whenever you want to find out more about my technology I'm about to roll out around the world, give me a call, but I got to give your spot to another person. Talk to you later, buddy. Bye. That's called the takeaway. Okay. So sometimes people will actually try to ask you questions just to see where you're at. Just to see where you're at, right? So that's the third process. The third process here is, guess what? Be willing to take your opportunity back from them. They start hemming and hawing. Hey, you know what? Tell me more. Well, I'm not going to come to, your event if you don't tell me more. Okay. When they start doing all that, take it away. Just simply take it away. Because the moment you start asking questions, you have gone what we call is to first person. You write this in your notes. Never be first person. First person will implode your business. It will cave your business in if you try to be the expert. Write in your notes, I am never the expert. I'm never the expert. Even me personally, I'm never the expert. Always stay third party. Write this in your notes. Third party will explode your business. Third party will explode your business. Do you want your business to implode or explode? So if you want your business to explode, you never get to present the information to your people that you know personally, right? You never get to answer any questions to sound like you're the expert. Because the moment you try to sound like the expert, you just killed the deal. You just killed that person dead. They are not coming. They are not joining your Zoom. They are not joining your conference call. They are not coming to your good party. They are done because you wanted to be the expert. You wanted to go first party versus third party. So never put yourself in position to be the expert. Remember, I say your job is to pique their interest and pass it off to the next Zoom call. Pass it off to these amazing diamonds. Estan, Rodolfo, pass it off to the next diamond. These guys are incredible. Pass it off to all of these diamonds. Avinash, pass it off to all of these diamonds. Thomas, pass it off to all of these diamonds. These are your third-party experts. They're on conference calls, pass it off to them. They're on Zoom calls, pass it off to them. They're coming to your good party, pass it off to your business partners that are going to be helping you facilitate your good parties. You're going to an opportunity meeting when we finally get back into normalcy here, at a hotel or wherever it's at an office building. Pass it off to your award-winning experts. Peak and pass. And what happens, and I don't know if you can still see my screen, but something happened here. I think, let me see if somebody says you can still see my screen, let me know. Great, appreciate that. My screen just got cut in half, but that's fine, right? So you want to make sure that you have enough posture to be able to take it away. And the last thing I'll say about the takeaway process, the reason why you want to be good at doing the takeaway is because most of the time, people just want to see if they can stump you. Your prospect is going to see if they can stump you. And then if you let them stump you and you start answering questions, what happens is they walk away, they say, no, I'm not interested, or they say maybe, right? I'll join, or I'm thinking about it, right? I'll talk about that in a moment. But when they say things like that, ladies and gentlemen, what happens is when they get off the call, you feel bad. You feel bad. Never put yourself in position to feel bad because you simply made an invite. Have value in yourself. Make sure that you understand you're doing that prospect a favor, not them doing your favor. Anybody I call, I'm always doing them a favor. I've got something that they will never get their hands on unless I give it to them. So never let your prospects think or devalue your opportunity or think that they're doing you a favor. They say no, they're not going to join. You know what? Take it away from them. That's fine. You know what? I'll give this opportunity to the next person. I called you first, right? And guess what happens? If you let them feel like they now have more credibility and more value than you do, when you get off that phone, what happens is now you feel bad and it stays on your conscious mind. And here's what you say. This is what I should have said to him. I should have said that. I should have said this. Man, I should have said that. Darn it. And before you know it, you keep saying that for the whole rest of the night and you never make another phone call. Right? Killed your whole business because you went first party versus staying third party versus creating the value and taking it away. So here it is. You got to make sure that you keep the value high. You don't answer any questions and you take it away. Because what happens is, guess what now? You take it away from that prospect. You just put something on their mind versus having it on your mind. Whose mind is most important? My mind is more important than theirs. I'm going to make them feel so bad that they did not join my call, my webinar, my good party, my opportunity meeting, that they did not come and they were the first person that was invited. I'm going to make them feel so bad. I'm going to leave something on their mind that guess what happens? I'm going to force them to call me back for my example. When I go out here and create massive success and they hear about it and they see about it and they know that they were invited first, do you think that person's not going to call you back? Yes. But if I let them win, I won't go and achieve success because I'm stopping my phone call invite process. So I never create the success and they never call me back because they see I'm a poor example of the opportunity. So understand your value. Keep it high. Person starts hemming and hawing and asking questions, take it away. And go ahead and say, guess what? When you're interested, when you're more open, you make sure you give me a call. But I gotta go. I've got to make a phone call to another 10 people that I promised that I would get on the line tonight at 6 p.m. Remember, you got the golden nugget.